Welcome to another video on my channel. Apologies if when I'm out of breath because I've been working out. What I'm talking about today, or what I'm going to be talking about today, is how my portfolio is taking a bit of a beat down, but it is still hanging in there. Okay, so I've done 10 minutes of skipping already. Got this at the standalone bag out, doing a bit of punching, just to work out some cardio before I go into doing a kettlebell and some yoga eventually. Today is my birthday. It's a very busy day for me and the family, and I won't have time to do video aside and workout aside, so I decided to combine both. So what I'll be talking about today is about my portfolio. If you remember, I said I'm in long position on Google, and when I bought Google, so initially I was selling put on Google, and that was for the later part of last year, and eventually Google got got put to me, so my position swapped from selling put on Google to having a long position on Google. So I was selling calls on Google, and what I then realized, and at that price Google was put to me at 118, and since then Google has gone down to, as at a few weeks ago, Google was on was 86. Okay, and because of that, I thought Google was not gonna spike on up, and I was still doing my 2% per month target, and something happened. I haven't even had time to look into it yet, but Google just flew up. I think it's due to announcements from CPI, Powell, and all the rest. News anyway. Google flew up to, so it was on 86, and I was selling calls at strike price of 90 on a weekly basis. And then what then happened was Google shot up and went past my strike price by a huge amount. And I said, okay, this is an anomaly. I'm not gonna roll out that position. I'm gonna let Google get taken away. So I bought it for 118 and sold it for 90. That's a whole bunch of drop. But then since I've sold it a few weeks ago, I've been selling puts on Google again for the same strike price that I sold it for, which was 90. Google has since climbed up, and as of today, the 3rd of February, Google is 103. But I'm still selling puts on 90. And here's the lesson in that. The lesson is that if you know your strategy and you believe in what you're doing, hold on to it. Now, when I was selling puts on Google a few weeks ago, when it was still 97 or so, I was making reasonably good returns when I'm selling puts at 90. But then, now that it's gone up to a whole 103, I'm still selling puts, but normally I'd be selling and making like 45 or 47 on a weekly basis. But because the Google has gone so high past that 90, and I don't want to sell put higher than 90 because I don't want to buy it back for more than I sold it for. I could, but I don't want to. What's happening now is I'm making about 23, 24 a week. That totals to be less than 2% a month, but that's okay. It's still something. And basically the strategy I'm using there is called, some people call it put call put, some people call it wheel strategy. So that's what I'm doing with Google. Now, I won't advise you to do the wheel strategy with a very volatile stock. Okay, take a very boring stock with, if it has dividends, don't even do dividend stocks. Okay, don't do dividend stocks. If you're gonna do it, use a stable ETF. Okay, that doesn't go up and down like a yo-yo. And the good thing about ETFs is a good one is not very volatile. Now, the returns as far as dividend and whatnot might be small, but it's consistent. And what you want when building a portfolio, not when you've already built and hit critical mass, when building a portfolio, is steady. You want an asset that is steady and you're just not going to keep flying past your strike prices. So I'm still selling puts on Google, and I'm hoping that Google will eventually come back down to what makes sense, either 90 or 92 or something at about that price. Now, I don't know where it's gonna go going forward, but I'll keep selling puts on Google. My SPXU is taking a beating as well because, like I said, SPXU works in the reverse of the bull market. So while Google is going up, SPXU is going down. I bought SPXU at when it was 17, and I bought 2 positions at the time because I was selling puts initially, then eventually got put to me. I got 2 positions, and now SPXU is at 13. But look, it's not too bad because my portfolio again is gone down a little bit because the income I'm generating from the premiums from the sales is making up, not 100%, but it's making up for what would have been a complete disaster or losses. And this is why I said, if you know what you're doing as far as option sales or option selling, you'll be absolutely fine. That is my position today, and I keep using that. I keep running with that. Okay, I still have 25 minutes to go. I'm gonna do this for about 5 more minutes, and then I go on the what's that thing called, the kettlebell. I have a 10 kilogram and a 6 kilogram one. Do some routines on that, and then I haven't started calisthenics yet. I have my beams and my poles in there. When the Irish weather gets a bit, I'm just about getting back into the frame of workout again after the winter, and I'll be doing some yoga afterwards. So keep pushing. That's the position of my portfolio as it stands. At the end of next month, I'll be adding more cash to it, but I won't be buying anything. I'm not going long on anything, just stacking the cash there, like I said, for when the market drops again. And if it doesn't drop again, well, I change strategies there. So see you in the next video.